general things that we went over at the start. He's got the crown. Nice. He's got a decent amount of tanks in his Zerg. Nice. He's got 2 supports. Even better. 4 healers. Great. The rest are DPS. It's pretty much how you want your general Zerg to perform. I'm hoping that he pops this soon, because he hasn't yet. But we shall see. He hasn't popped his food. That's another thing, just for shot callers. A lot of people forget to pop food when they're about to engage in a ZvZ. You will find out half your Zerg didn't pop food during the whole entire fight. So constantly reminding people to pop food just before you engage and also pop overcharge is definitely something that you want to do. Sorry about the race car going past my...
The army fights better on a full stomach.
Exactly. So this was actually a really good engagement, and really well done by the healers. They did drop resets at the front to save the tanks, which a lot of healers, especially if you're new, they don't really do. So when your Zerg's engaging, you want to protect your front line. Your front line is there to stop the enemy force coming over the top of you. So making sure your boys are alive at the front, and also dropping 1 locus on the front line of the engagement is great. This was a good engagement. I like it. Constantly communicating. You guys can't hear it though, but he's constantly saying after the engagement, okay, boys, post south, post south, post south, post south. He's not stopping his communication, which is a lot better than what we saw before. Finally pops his food. Good job. Overcharge. Still fully communicating with a Zerg. You are a little bit snaked. So this isn't on a shotcaller issue. This is the Zerg themselves. Look at this. You can't really see. Can I zoom in on this? Let me see if I can zoom in. A little bit. That might help just a little bit. So look at all these yellow dots, and the shot callers here at the front. All these boys are snaked so far behind. I mean, I'm pretty sure some boys are probably up here as well, where I just marked on the map. But like, trying to always keep your shot caller in your, at least on your screen, so you can see where they are, is key. It's just general movement for yourself, like just something you should always be keeping in check. Let me reset my thing. See, they know Carly's a shot caller, and they've got him nearly dead. They're going to focus him. Still, his Zerg, his healer, nowhere to be seen. Still, nowhere to be seen. Tanks here should be fully engaging to help the shot caller return here. Pretty much bad play overall. Like a Grovekeeper, like 1 engagement onto the front line stops their advance and saves the shot caller. Reset should have already been coming down here. The nature placements are okay, but it's not great because it's not insta-heal. And Cardi's still kiting, right? He was kiting from the northeast. He's always communicating, which is key. It's really good. Dragging the Camlan away from his Zerg, another nice play.
I sent you one with, I sent you a couple more videos, Robin. There's short clips. There are different shot callers and different size engagements. Open world, shit like that.
Alrighty. So yeah, Cardi here, he sees that he's got the Camlan on him, right? So many times I've seen people run down here into their Zerg, and it is so bad. It's like, boys, if you got the ring on you, you got no defensives, you run into the enemy Zerg no matter what. You take that shit away. That's their engagement. That's what they're looking for. That massive clump so they can follow it up with a Grovekeeper. That's their engage. If you cancel that, they're fucked. So, and he does a really good job just trying to take it away. He notices it. It was a good play. Good locust placement. Could have been a little bit further up, but still it's decent. One thing Carly didn't say here, he's calling north, right? He's going push north, push north, push north. Doesn't actually call in engagement. There's no 1, 2, 3, okay, engage, or okay, engage on the clump. It's just push north. So the Zerg a little bit weary of what to do. It's defensive's coming down, nice play. Camlan once again coming out, takes it back up towards the enemy. Another good thing, there's someone that isn't a shot caller giving Atro good info. Someone said that last Warner flanking from somewhere. It's always nice to have that other person telling you in a calm, collective voice what's happening elsewhere that you cannot see as a shot caller at the front of your Zerg.
Yeah, we usually try to have scouts and then somebody coordinating the bomb squad, main Zerg, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Usually. I think in this one you guys are watching, it's yeah, I think Manway's actually main shot calling Carly's bomb squad, Eskimo's calling the main Zerg, and then somebody else coordinating.
Yep. So one thing here that I would say for Carly is ask for locuses, right? You should always be asking for a locus, making sure your support player knows that he's needed and where to. Like, you're saying, okay, pull back southwest, but your front line is getting caught off guard and getting demolished. The locus comes in, but you didn't call for it. So he's just putting it where he thinks it's a good placement, and that's in the center of the bridge, not all the way up the front. So when you're fully engaged like that and they're hitting you with a return engagement, it's always nice to tell your locuses, yo, I need a locus at the front line, or I need a locus on the back line. Telling your locus where they're needed is definitely key, and it's something that you can improve on.
Let's watch some other videos so we're not just beating up Carly all day.
I mean,
no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
He's
You
a
learn
good
more
shot
from the
caller.
I am.
mistakes,
Yeah, I'm
honestly.
listening. So I'm listening.
Exactly. But he's actually pretty good. Like, see, the locus should have been placed there, right? They came in with their engagement and it hit your front line pretty hard. No defenses were placed here, but you're asking for a return engagement. Everybody's locked in place here by their tanks with no support.
Okay, so we have a question real quick if we can about what we guys are talking about.
Yeah.
So, Robin Hood, would you say that once people start snaking, that more and more people will start snaking as well? And what can you do as a shot caller to minimize this?
Yep. Definitely 100%. When people, so mainly it's your movement as a shot caller. When you're moving around the map, you're always, so most of the time you're going to be using like the cartwheels and your sprints constantly, just trying to advance your Zerg movement. And people get snaked behind. Pressing N, like I went over way before, like towards the start of this the lesson pretty much. Pressing N constantly to pull up your mini map to see where your party placement is and how stretched out they are. It's great info. And then if you're over snaked, you can just pause at the front line, tell your front line, yo, wait up a little bit, jiggle around, jiggle with it at the front, like back and forth, just wait for your DPS and healers and whoever's snaked at the back to catch up, and then move forward again.
Awesome. Let's watch some other ones.